Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are passionate about the Power Platform, you are definitely in the right place. My name is Omolola Alfred. I have some amazing videos lined up for you in the description box of this particular video that you're on. While you are at it, please like and subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest content that I will be releasing. In today's video, I'll show you in simple steps how to create a global navigation component and how to add this component into an application, and of course, how to share this component with other developers in your tenant. Alright, let us dive into this tutorial. This is an application with a side component. This application has different features in it. Let's make use of the side component. If I select new form, it takes me to a new form. If I select all items, it navigates me to all items. I can edit this particular item that I've already submitted. With this side component, I can go back and select all items. Select another item. Now, let us focus on this side component itself. The first thing that we have here is the image of the person that is signed in, the name of the person that is signed in. Now, we have the navigation element, the first one that navigates us to a new form. And we have the second one that navigates us to all the items in this application. Another thing that you should take note of is when you have selected a particular navigation element, the color of that navigation element changes to white, both the icon and the label. The same thing if we select new form, it changes again to white to indicate that you are currently on that particular screen. How did we do this? From office.com, select Power Apps. Select Apps. Select the Component Libraries tab. Click on New Component Library. Give your component library a name. Click on Create. Rename your component. From the Properties pane, make your width 300. Make the height of your component responsive. This means that your component will automatically adjust to the height of any screen that you attach it to. Still on your component, insert HTML text control. Rename the HTML text control. Select the HTML text control. Select the width and change it to parent.width. This means that it will automatically take the width of the component, which is the parent. Make the height the same thing. It will automatically take the height of the component. Now select the HTML property. I'm going to copy in a line of code and I will explain what this line of code means. So this line of code is a simple HTML script with some inline styling. So what we have done here is that we created a div. The div is a container and we are styling the container to be width of 100%. So it will take the full width. Then the height is the parent height minus 1. So whatever the height of the parent is, take that height and minus 1. So if the height of the parent is 500, then this will be 499 pixels. The background is of linear gradients, and the style of the linear gradient that we are making is from top to bottom. And the code that you can see here is in fact the color code. Now that I've copied it out, it has no color. If I paste it back, then the color will appear. But then you can see that this particular design that we have done has a scroll bar. We don't want it to have a scroll bar. The reason this scroll bar is there is because HTML control in Power Apps automatically comes with padding. So what you want to do is you want to take away the padding, the top, bottom, left and right padding here. Change it to 0. Awesome. So the next thing that we want to do is to add the image control and the label control. Go to Insert, go to Media, and add Image. Rename the image control. Select the image control and change the width to 80, the height also to 80. To have a beautiful round shape, we need to make the radius 80 plus 80 divided by 2, which is 160 divided by 2, 80. Change the image property from sample image to user dot. You will see all the properties that are available. Select image. Now we can see that we have a beautiful image that is round in shape. The next thing is to insert a label control. We want this label control to take the name of the user. Rename your label control. Change the font from 21 to 15. Change the font weight from normal to semi-bold. To get the first name of the user, insert a connector called Office 365 connector. So type in Office. Office 365 connector will give us more details of this user than using the user function. Inside the text property of the text label, type in a string format, hello with space. Outside the quotes, type in the ampersand and a simple formula. Office 365 is going to come out here. Select Office 365 users dot. It has so many properties, but we are going to select the my profile property dot. Since we want just the first name of the user, we will select given name. And now this will give us hello Omolola. Now that we have created the image control and the text label control, the next thing that we want to do is to create custom property for our component site nav. So select new custom property, give it a name. So the first will be new form screen. So each property we are going to create will be the name of the screen that we want to create a navigation for. The property type will be input and the data type will be screen. Select new custom property again and type in the name of the second navigation screen. Now that we have created our custom property, the next thing is to insert a gallery. Under layout, select the blank vertical gallery. So inside the item property, create a table. Now create record inside this table. We are going to create 2 records inside the table. So for the first record, we'll have 3 items. The first will be title. To end an item, add comma and add the next item, which will be screen. So the value of the screen will be the component dot the first custom property that we created, which will be our form screen. The next item separated by a comma will be our icon. The icon will take the value icon dot. We are going to specify the particular icon that we want to add, which is the add icon. Now we are going to add another record. After the curly braces, add a comma and put in another curly brace. Type in title again. So copy everything from the first curly brace inside the second curly brace and change the value inside each of the items. When you are done creating your table, click on Format Text. And now everything is well aligned. Rename your gallery. Select the pencil icon of this gallery. Insert a button and insert an icon. So insert any icon. So select the button and change the properties of the button. First, the fill property. We'll change the fill property to color.transparent. So copy this and we'll make other properties of the button like the overfill, color.transparent, the pressed fill, color.transparent. the over color the transparent. Select the button and make the text property of the button reference the table that we have created. So to do this, we'll say this item dot title. We'll also select the icon and we'll select the icon property and change it to this item dot icon. Change the font size of the button from 24 to 15 and align the button and the icon. So select the gallery and change the template size of the gallery to 75. The next thing to do, select the button, click on shift and select the icon. Now go to the color property and write a simple if statement. Now what we have said is if the screen is app.activeScreen, make the color white. If not, make the color black. So whenever the screen is active, the color will change to white. So whenever the screen is not active, the color will be black. Select your gallery and go to the unselect of the gallery. Type in navigate and type in this item dot screen. This means that whenever you select any component of this gallery, it is going to navigate to the particular screen that component is directing you to. This step is the last step to creating your component. Save your component and publish it. Once you have published this component, the next thing is to share this component with people in your tenant. How do we do that? Come to the menu bar. Next thing to do is to select the icon share, which is this icon. Clicking on the icon share inside the component studio will bring you to where you can actually share your component. You can check the details of your components. You can click on the tab that will show you the version of your component and you can change the version. You can also click on the component tab that will show you the particular component that you want to share. Now select the share icon. Type in the name of the person you want to share your component with. If you click on share, with this box checked, then an email invitation will go to the person you have shared it with, notifying them that you just shared the components with them. And you can decide to customize the email that will go to them, telling them what the app does and how it can help them. You can also add an image to the email that will go to them. You can decide to add the person as a co-owner. The benefit of a co-owner is they will be able to edit, they'll be able to use, they'll be able to share this component library with other people, but they will not be able to delete or change the owner. If you do not make them a co-owner, then they will not have the edit right. However, they will be able to use this component. So I'm just going to go ahead and share this app with Oluwatobi Yusuf as a user, not as a co-owner. Now I have shared this component with Oluwatobi Yusuf, but I did not put any customized messages, but it would be notified that I have shared a component with him. Now that we are done sharing our component, let's go ahead and attach this component to our application. So navigate to the application where you want to use the component. Select this plus icon, which is insert, and click on Get More Components. If you cannot see the component that you have created, click on Refresh. Select the global site component, which is what we've just created, and click on Import. We now have your component inside of your application here as Component Site Nav under the Library component. The next thing to do is to select each screen, click on Insert, and select the Component Site Nav. Do the same for other screens, All Items screen, Edit Submission screen. Now rename each component inside each screen. Select the component of the Form screen and go to the Properties. Select the All Item property and let the value navigate you to the All Item screen. Select the new Form screen property and let the value be Form screen, which is the name of the screen you want it to go to. Do the same for the next screen. Select the component side nav for all items screen. Go to the property all items screen. Change the value to the all item screen. Properties new form screen. Let the value be your form screen. Select the component side nav edit submission. Property all item screen. Let it reference the all item screen. Do the same for the property new form screen. Let it reference the form screen. Let's test the component. Click on new form. It takes you to new form. Click on all item. It takes you to the all item screen. If you edit an item and you want to go back to all item, it takes you to the all item screen. And you can see that the color is changing to white. If you select the new form, it takes you to the new form screen and the color has changed to new form. Now we have come to the end of this video. I hope that this video is helpful to you. Please do like and subscribe to encourage me to create more videos. Thank you so much.